Bad Bunny, Black History Month, and all my thoughts. Welcome to another Ineloquent Rant. So, we're 3 days past the Super Bowl, and I mean, granted, let's be real, it was the Bad Bunny concert. So we're 3 days past the Bad Bunny concert because low-key, everyone I talked to didn't care about the Patriots or the Seahawks. But it was just so nice to see Bad Bunny. And as someone who I'm half Panamanian. Well, I gotta pull out the chain. I gotta rep mi Panama. Someone who's half Panamanian and half Jamaican. I am more associated with my Panamanian side. It was so nice to hear him shout out Panama. Like, I feel like Panama doesn't really get recognized. Like, everyone's like, oh, the canal. Oh, that's cool, blah, 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 blah. But Panama rarely gets recognized outside of that. But I think that in some cases, also, by the way, I am stair stepping. That's why I am breathing like this, trying to get my extra steps in. But I always thought to myself, oh, Panama doesn't get recognized, blah, 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 blah. And seeing a lot of videos on like TikTok and Instagram or whatever, it's interesting because I always center myself as a Panamanian, but there are a lot of other countries or a lot of people from other Latin American and American countries that don't feel like they're getting shouted out. And there's a compilation of people hearing their country being called out and like them crying, or hearing the end where Bad Bunny was like, my name is Benito. Crap, what is his full name? But he says his full name and he says like, I am performing at the Super Bowl. I'm here because I believed in myself. And, you can have anything you want. If you believe in yourself, you're more than you think. And like, hearing it in Spanish, when I first heard it in Spanish, I got some of it, but I didn't get all of it just because my Spanish is así. But like seeing it after and seeing the subtitles and getting the full context, that really hit me. Because if you think about Bad Bunny's whole thing, he was bagging groceries in Puerto Rico. Everything that Puerto Rico went through, he went through, not as like a rich celebrity, as a citizen of Puerto Rico. And to see that the heights that he's made in like the 10 years, I think he's been active for about 20 years, because thinking back to certain songs, like as a Zumba instructor, there's certain songs that I've done that I realized, I'm like, oh yeah, Bad Bunny was on this video, or the song rather. And it is heartwarming to see how someone could go to heights, and it makes me believe in myself more, because I think like anyone with the dreams that you have in your life, you feel like, okay, it's so far away and you'll never achieve them. But literally, like, if you focus and you do the things, like, he's proof that you can achieve the things you want to achieve.
Message!
So that really made me emotional. It's just the whole thing really made me emotional. I didn't want to cry in front of my brother-in-law because I know he would have clowned me, but I was crying. Like I had watching it back and watching it, I was like crying by myself. Also, going back to the countries being called out, I got my hair done, as you can see. I got my hair done on Monday, and I was telling my braider and my hairdresser, she also does my hair, or one of the people that does my hair. She's Haitian. And I was telling her, I'm like, oh, did you see the Super Bowl? And she's like, no, I didn't really watch it. I was like working, whatever. And I'm just like, it was so beautiful. He called out every country in the Americas. And she's like, oh, he didn't call out Haiti. I'm like, yes, he did. He called out Haiti, like, straight up. And the only country that didn't get called out was Belize, I was telling her. And because I have some people I know from Belize, so I'm just like, damn. But they're like, oh, we saw our flag. We were there, kind of thing. And it made me think about, like, how segmented the Americas are, the Latin America, but also the Americas as a whole. Because again, if you think about it, the whole controversy coming up to the Super Bowl was, oh, Bad Bunny isn't a real American citizen, which he is. So you have that kind of segmentation. You have like the colorism.
Black.
You have Haiti's not part of us because they speak Creole. Or you have like the islands, all that stuff. They're not part of it. And with Bad Bunny calling out the country, it just shows that we're all one. So, and then a lot of people on social media have been like, okay, can we end the diaspora wars now? Which is so true. Like, why do we have to fight and be like this? And it just, for going back to my hairdresser, it's so sad that she thought that, oh, well, Haiti's not included, where, like, I think we should include everyone. Well, as I said, this is an Ineloquent Rant. But yeah, I just hope that this, like, Bad Bunny's Super Bowl concert gives, like, more connectivity to everyone throughout the Americas, because we all are one America, seriously. And the only thing that separates us is man-made lines. And we're all a bunch of people. We're like, we're a mix of everyone, and we should appreciate everyone. Which goes into my thoughts on Black History Month. One of my favorite creators, I think, it's a favorite creator, but I don't know how to say his name. I think it's Adiv. He was talking about how, and I'm going to put the video in here so you can watch it yourself, or part of the video.
Black History Month in America is exclusively to celebrate the achievements, history, struggle, survival, and culture of Black Americans, those descendants of formerly enslaved Black people in this country. And I'm not sure why that's confused, because this is a part of
video. But from what I remember, he was saying that Black History Month is really only for Black Americans. And it goes into still the connectivity of us. So although a lot of his takes, I'm always 100% in agreement with him. But I think that take is wrong, because although Black History Month is a month that is celebrated in the United States, we can't discount the contributions of people that come from different diasporic areas. So yes, we focus on people like Black Americans that, their ancestry goes back directly from Africa into enslavement. And, it's like, okay, that month is for them, but we can't discount, I saw one of my clients, she had mentioned that Marvin Garvey has roots in the Caribbean. So I'm going back editing right now. Not only does he have roots in the Caribbean, he is from Jamaica, and he's from the same area that my dad is from, which is so interesting. But anyway, here comes the rest of the video. And there's so many other major historical figures that have roots that are not in Black America, that are not only in the Americas, I should say. And I just think that if we only say okay, this is about the achievements of Black Americans, or it's only should be celebrated by Black America. Maybe when he was saying that it's only, it's for people that are in the United States, and it's like, oh yeah, if you're in Senegal, if you're in Mali, then you shouldn't be celebrating it. But it goes back to connectivity. Although, yes, Black History Month is really about oh, sorry. I was looking at my screen. I have to do my Duolingos too. I almost forgot about that. We can't discount the fact that we're all connected, because again, without the transatlantic slave trade, without the contributions of Black people, no matter where they come from, we wouldn't have a Black History Month. And I know, although it's centered in the United States, we have to think of that connectivity. Think about how, as Black folk, there's a lot of content where, again, I talk a lot about content, one, because most of my job is on social media. But one thing of content that's been popular recently is the, it's this is for Black people and Black people only. Right? So, it's funny. I mean, I wasn't really thinking anything there, kind of. But we could communicate telepathically. As Black folk, we are connected. So we can't, although it's a Black American thing, our feelers, our antennas are out there all over the diaspora, all over Black folk, all over the world. So that's why we're connected. We have a warmth, we have a connection that is never gonna be broken. So yeah, that was me Ineloquent Rant. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree about the Black History thing? What were your thoughts on Bad Bunny? Would love to chat with you, and thanks for watching. Bye.